Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here, and should I be glad that this big event happened before this the PSP stream this time, or not?
Nah, I think not. It would. I mean, if it had happened a few days ago, it would have been something more talkable. Because, like I said, so little is known. So
Yeah. Me and Mrs. Vile were literally getting notifications about it, and also, how you doing, Gap? See you in the chat.
Hey.
We were getting notifications about it, and then when we got home, I was checking online, seeing what was going on, trying to get the best information that I could.
Hey, Gap.
And already the rhetoric machine was going strong.
I know. Ooh. Good job, Gap. But yes, nice. I don't know. Everything is speculation. Everything is going to be like they're trying to like manipulate the narrative to like fit their agenda. But I mean, everyone will try and do that. So I don't even want to have any talk about it, to be honest. Just there's just so little known.
Well, what's interesting is the rhetoric that I was seeing, and this was before the president did his little speech afterwards, at the White House.
Address. Yeah.
I was literally already seeing people going, oh, the person was trans. Oh, the person was Muslim. Oh, the person was black.
Right.
And now that was before it was actually announced that he actually was black, apparently.
Well, was he? Okay, well, I didn't know that.
He is.
And then as soon as it was released that he was Californian, it was told, people were saying, oh, told you he was a liberal, he was a commie, he was a, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, not everybody in California is liberal. I mean, I'm not a communist. I'm pro-communist, but I'm not a communist.
Yeah. Yep.
Or at least I'm pro-socialism.
Yeah.
I don't know about full-on communism.
Democratic socialism.
Oh, yeah. Democratic socialism with a capitalistic base.
Okay, I got an update, guys, on Cole Allen. Okay. He is officially being charged for 1 count of using a firearm during a crime of violence, and 2, assault on a federal officer. This is all he's being charged for as of now. Piero is trying to extend to terrorism charges in his case. This is the update I got.
All right, well.
No. I was reading the Chicago Tribune article about him.
I mean, he could have been just as easily, like, going after journalists.
The reports from several witnesses in the lobby said he was firing randomly in the air, not at anybody. He only fired at the Secret Service agent with the shotgun when he was being approached. He was not aiming for anybody. He was only wildly firing in the air.
Yeah.
Well, again, take anything we say, because Dandelion wanted to point this out, with a grain of salt. This is still developing news.
We really don't know that much about it.
I'm shocked about how little footage for a correspondence dinner, how little footage was being filmed in the lobby area.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
according, the Chicago Tribune was looking up the guy's name, and remember, the only things they released was, or at least the DOJ has released, is the guy's name and that he was from California. So, and of course, there was that image of him getting arrested. So you got a rough idea what the guy looks like, his name, and from his state. So they were looking up, social media accounts that matched that person. And apparently there's a LinkedIn profile with that person's name with a person who looks like that person. He apparently graduated from the California State University with a master's degree in computer science.
Caltech.
Yeah. And that The only other thing he has listed on there essentially is he was in a Christian group or Christian student fellowship that battled each other with Nerf guns, kind of like paintball. And that's like literally the only information they have on the guy.
Mike, the reason why people were shouting liberal this, liberal that is because federal records showed that he donated money to Kamala Harris during the 2024 election.
Oh, no. Elihu, before they even released the guy's name, people were saying, because the first thing they released was that it was a black man from California.
And then the other half of the people were all claiming that it was staged. It was a setup. That was all I heard in comments.
Well, that's what when me and Mrs. Vile were first hearing about it, we were like, so you're telling me that, 5 correspondence dinners where Trump was president have occurred.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first one that he actually attends.
I know.
And then something like this happens to happen.
Also desperately needs a distraction.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if it's staged, but they're definitely going to try and take advantage of it. Same as the Butler one. Like, I don't think Butler was staged, but I do think they quickly took advantage of the situation. Like,
I don't think it was staged because I've never seen Trump move so fast. I think he was really
I'm pretty sure that the fist bump was like
they had been locked down earlier in the day. The whole street had been locked down because David Pakman made a comment because he'd been at the hotel for something else earlier in the day, and he's like, the whole street was locked down, but then when I left, only the lobby was locked down and the street was open again. Like, only the hotel was locked down. So I assumed to get the dignitaries to the ballroom, they locked the whole area down, and then they reduced the area of influence from there. But it seems very odd that he managed to get into the lobby and get even that close.
So he actually did make it inside the lobby because, one of the things they were showing was that he did, or one of the things they said earlier was he didn't get inside.
Well, he got inside the hotel, right?
Yeah, he was allegedly staying at the hotel because the attendees are required to go through the magnometer to enter the ballroom, not into the hotel.
Okay.
How did he score a room at the hotel?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. That's incredibly expensive when there's something like that going on.
I said allegedly staying at the hotel. That has not been confirmed yet. Okay? All right, choose my words carefully, man.
I don't this is why I didn't want to talk about this because we don't know enough yet, right?
There's almost no way we couldn't talk about it, unfortunately.
Oh no, I understand completely.
So, the only thing I would say about this is, there are reasons why we might need stricter gun laws, but I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I disagree with you. What needs to be done is Secret Service overhaul. This is the 3rd attempt on the president's life.
No, guys, you're all wrong. What we really need is a giant fucking ballroom that they can secure with bulletproof and drone-proof windows. That's the solution. Regulating guns isn't a solution.
I got a cheaper idea. Let's stop voting for people who want to kill.
Well, during the Chris is back, just letting everyone know. During his little announcement afterwards, one of the things Trump made a couple of jokes about was, well, they only try to kill those that are really influential, that are really important, and he compared himself to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Except I couldn't help but think this when he was saying that, was that, Adolf Hitler also had about 40 different attempts at assassination, and they've even made movies about ones that failed.
Well, he was influential.
Yeah, but he definitely. What I'm saying is the comparison to Abraham Lincoln was probably a little less than the person I'm making.
And how many times the United States tried to unalive Fidel Castro? Hello? No, I think was very influential.
I think that the right term is that the people who shouldn't be assassinated are, and the people who people really want assassinated just never seem to get the job done.
Well, I suspect McDonald's will do the job for us before too long.
Well,
Well, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell.
Whatever else the person is, consuming fried
I
chicken.
mean, I heard there's a rumor out there that they got rid of the White House kitchen and just installed a McDonald's.
all right.
Hello?
Anything else you guys want to
Chef-
talk about this
I'm
particular
Chef-
thing when we don't have a lot of information?
Yeah,
I'm
I want
Chef
to
Chris.
mention something about that ballroom.
What about that ballroom?
People are saying, yeah, we need a ballroom, but there's no mention about the security at Mar-a-Lago, where he's held at least 20 different events. And we're saying ballroom, but nothing about Mar-a-Lago. Hello?
Well, again, I just suspect that one, it won't get done before he's out, or something like that. And two, I suspect it'll be like all his other properties, built to shit.
Well, he does
And they'll
have
have
legal
to tear it
permission
down
to build
anyways.
he has legal permission to finish the bunker, but not the ballroom.
Well, not to mention, building a bunker that far underground on that type of property is going to take years. I mean, how long did it take the Carter administration to do theirs?
2.5.
Yeah. So even if it takes 2 years, that means what? He's going to get a couple of months into using the bunker? I don't know.
You know what?
The White House already has a bunker.
I'm okay if they just move him down there and never let him come out.
The White House already has a bunker, so it's going to have 2 now?
Yes, again, none of this makes sense, and it's because it's him. Because he wants to, his job in his mind is I have to make sure I become the most important person ever remembered. And the problem is he doesn't understand that when he's gone, however he leaves this earth, he will be remembered as probably the worst president ever. And the problem here is that he wasn't known as that. He was like 43 or somewhere like that last time I looked before he took office again. He's probably going to just tank it so bad that they have to put him down at the bottom.
Yeah, Nixon was one of the worst before Trump took over.
No, actually, Nixon is probably in the
Nixon was actually
the
pretty good.
20s.
Well, Nixon did one thing with the China trade. That was the best thing he ever did.
Well, that's the
he also
thing.
got us out of Vietnam.
No, well, yeah, he did that, but Lyndon Johnson was trying to get out.
Yeah, I still say the China trade was the best thing he ever did.
It was, but he wasn't a bad president. He just made a stupid decision because, again, anybody who talks about this, that was a part of a part of the whole Watergate thing, he was told he was going to win the election. He didn't believe that. He's like, he was so paranoid about everything, and that led to his downfall. And I'm not excusing it either, but it's like, but. I mean, I think that's the other thing is that Trump has a lot of those same issues. He's so paranoid about everything that he tries to do it all by himself. And so he just tells people, no, this is what I want done. You have no say in it. You can't change the idea. If you were to send a real negotiator to Iran, we might actually at least have a framework of how to move forward. They're never going to get this done. He told Kushner to cancel your trip.
I
know. Well, my point is that every time they go over there with this is what we want, and don't take anything less. And that's not how negotiation works.
I believe also Iran has said they will not negotiate with Witkoff and Kushner because they're not actual negotiators.
So they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's what they said.
Well, neither does Vance, and they keep wanting to send Vance over there. And it's like Vance isn't the fucking negotiator either. Every president before this one has had people who have been advisors and negotiators for these types of deals for 30 plus years. John Kerry was a part of the Obama's team for the original Iran nuclear deal. I mean, John Kerry, I think, helped Biden a little bit too. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember his name right offhand, but there was the one that like was a part of like some of the like last 30 years biggest, negotiations.
Kissinger.
Well, Kissinger was one, but Henry Kissinger, how I'm missing you. It's like,
People who have an understanding of the region and the history and
well, people who stay up on it and look into all this stuff, understand some of the politics behind it, and then they go in there and also they don't go in there with a negotiation or a demand list or a want list that's written in pen. They go in there with one that's written in pencil, and they show it to the other side right away and say, "This is what we want." Now, what on this page are you willing to concede right now? And then when they get down to the 5 or 6 things that the other side's like, "Oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But we'll do these 3 things." Then you go from there and you build from that.
I kind of understand the Iranians' position, but against Kushner, it's like, why would you negotiate with someone whose company is the one's drones responsible for bombing everything in your country? I understand that little hesitation there. You guys knew that, right? That Kushner's company is the drone company.
Well,
is the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that's okay.
Well,
It's not his
then-
company, but he's heavily invested in
Well,
it. Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And the other problem, of course, is that Trump keeps lipping off in his Truth Socials and making the Iranian negotiators look bad to the people back home, right? Like, oh, they agreed to this, they agreed to that, and they're like, we never agreed to this or that.
Like those eight women, they were never going to be executed. One of them was an AI generated photo. Only one of them was scheduled to be executed. He said, "Oh yeah, I talked to Iranians. Nobody's going to be executed." Iranians like, "That's not true. Only one person scheduled to execute. The other people are going to go to jail. You never talked." Like, what the fuck? And Carol Levin keeps on saying this is satire, joking thing. Like, how the hell are we supposed to know what's serious and what's a joke?
You don't, and that's the thing. There's nothing to tell how. Again, he is so delusional. And there's a good video out there. I have to find it and send it to you guys in the chat. But basically, the video is a guy explaining. And I think he might be he might have a PhD or a doctorate and be a doctor, or was a doctor. He's just not practicing anymore. And he points out like multiple things since he took back over about this is the exact thing we diagnose dementia by.
Oh,
Because he says he's what?
Dr. Gartner?
Maybe that's it. Because he says
glasses.
he's like, here's what he says. And then this group or this company comes out like the pen thing, the thing where he said he got all these pens from Bic or whoever. And the company's like, he ordered them and we sent them to him. But he talks about having this talk with the CEO and all this stuff. And it's like, dementia, you make up your own world because you believe it. And that's what we're
talked to
living.
a former president about invading Iran. They said he should have done it long
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did he talk to? Himself?
He wouldn't talk to Obama. We know this. He's not going to talk to Biden. We know this. Bush is probably laughing, going, "Man, you're making me look good. You're making me look better every day. Keep going."
Clinton denied.
Those are the only ones that are around. And Clinton,
The only other
he
past
never talked to
president.
Clinton.
The only other past president he can talk to is himself.
And that's the thing. There's the proof. It's like,
He's been
and
doing
yet-
this for a while. It's like his story about his uncle teaching the Unabomber.
Oh my
who never
fucking
went there,
gosh.
and who
Yeah.
died before they knew who the Unabomber was. Like he
Exactly.
gets confabulation. He's just making shit up.
Eating the
Well, but
cats,
that they-
eating the dogs.
But the thing is like they say, the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's is that you believe what you're saying and you believe it happened. And the thing is nobody around him has balls enough to look like, we got to just get him out. Again, I don't know.
You're roboting.
Remote the 25th. Yeah, I'm
You're
driving.
Okay.
I'm driving, I'm sorry.
Repeat the last thing you said.
I said, I don't know if Biden, if they had enough, they really believe they had enough on Biden to do to invoke the 25th Amendment. But what I do know is that his camp was smart enough to say, hey, why don't we step back from public appearances? Why don't we step back? They knew he wasn't going to make it for he wasn't going to get the presidency. And they tried to do it with Kamala. But the thing is his camp knew enough to sit him down and say, let's just step back from public because it's not good. And I don't know if it's just the fact that
I think one of the differences too, that people have said, Biden was well enough to be president, but he wasn't well enough to run for president. Like he was not making impulsive or inappropriate decisions. He was continuing to take advice from the people around him.
Yes, but
I think that they wouldn't have let him step down regardless because it would have made the party look weak at the time.
Trump
He
wouldn't
step down. He should never
listen.
have run a second time.
You said one thing there.
I agree. I don't think Biden should have run.
You said one thing
at all.
And he went through a tunnel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Go back to
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Repeat yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to connect back to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi real quick. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
One thing. You said one, or I said one thing.
Trump's never taken advice, so that's not the problem. He's never taken advice. He's always been the person who says, "No, I say this and we do it."
Chris, I gotta correct you. I gotta correct you, Chris. He has taken it. Sorry, Dandelion. He has taken advice. He's been told, appoint this person. Okay, and when somebody asks him about this person, it's like, well, I don't know. I was told to appoint this person. It was a good person. So I have to correct you on that, Chris.
Yeah, I listen. If he didn't want to, he wouldn't have. Again, that's what I'm trying to say. Is if somebody tells him to do something or this is how we should do it, then and he says okay, it means sounds good enough to me. I like that. Let's do it. If he's pointing, perfect point. All the generals told him don't go to war with Iran. They're going to close the Strait of Hormuz, and he said, "Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're going to do it." That's my point. Is everybody told him not to do it? He did it because he wanted to. That it doesn't matter if he goes along with what the person says or not. It's not about listening. It's about okay, why not? I that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. We'll do that because I'll do it. So if he doesn't have a care one way or another and he goes with it, it doesn't mean he agrees with the people and he's listening. It just means it's okay for him to say, okay.
I think the problem is with him being a narcissist, other people don't exist for narcissists. They're the only person in the world. Everybody else is like a pawn in their play. Other people don't have agency. Only the narcissist exists.
Yeah, there's rumor that the president of France is considering canceling his trip to the G7 in Miami because of Trump's narcissism by inviting Putin. Well, Putin was kicked out because he invaded Ukraine. Yeah, I agree with the president of France. Like, yeah, this has gone far enough with Trump. He's getting sick and tired of his shit. Yeah, I watch French news a lot because they cover most of Europe news better than Britain or Germany does. So hey. So, Mike, what was your other topic? 7:30.
Well, my other topic was actually brought to me by Mrs. Vile because she asked me about it. I'm like, I have not actually seen any news about this at all. And this was the shooting at the Pyramid of the Moon down in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And she wanted to know specifically, Dandelion, if you had heard about it, because the only victim that was killed, other than the man, the shooter himself,
Self-inflicted.
was a Canadian.
Yeah, I did hear about it. It was on CBC.
So,
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
didn't hear a lot about it, but I did hear about it.
yeah, apparently, he opened fire. At least 13 people were injured, not necessarily by the gun, but also by trying to flee. Because I don't know how the man managed to get a gun at the top of the pyramid, because that's where it happened.
He climbed.
There's a photo of him a few minutes earlier, like climbing up, and
Yeah,
apparently
somebody-
had to come
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, you see somebody climbing it, that's kind of odd behavior. You got something like, what the hell is that guy doing climbing?
No,
Then
he's climbing
boom.
up the stairs. There's a whole bunch of tourists around him.
Yeah.
It's like a tourist spot. People climb up this pyramid. It's got like a staircase down the side, like one of those kind of pyramids. It's not like the Egyptian pyramid. This is like
Well,
Yeah.
The way he was kind of running up the stairs, he wasn't just walking, he was kind of running up the stairs. That's kind of odd behavior, running up those stairs.
Not really. People have run up those stairs plenty of times just to see if
Just-
they can.
Dressed like he was.
I did not see any images of how he was dressed, unfortunately.
he just looked like another tourist. Shorts, t-shirt kind of thing. I think he didn't look particularly. He didn't stand out.
Oh,
He blended into the crowd, basically.
Yeah,
and one
he
of the
didn't
things I
look
do
bad.
want to mention, only because I thought it was kind of interesting, going back a little bit to the previous shooting we were just talking about.
Okay.
Apparently, the gun that was purchased that he used was purchased legally several years ago.
Most.
So I want to make that point out,
Just
because
legally by
the gun
someone.
that the Pyramid of the Moon shooter had was purchased in the United States as well.
Well,
Also legally. How it got to him in Mexico, no one knows, but it was originally purchased in the United States completely legally.
Hmm.
I think they said between 5 and 7 years ago.
well,
So I did find that kind of. It's like every time there's gun violence in Mexico, the gun seems to come from the United States.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Gee,
I
wonder why
believe
is.
I believe that the president of Mexico has mentioned that on several occasions.
Yeah, Claudia. Yeah, she is feud with the cartels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that as far as everything about the Temple of the Moon shooter, they don't think it's cartel related at all. It appears to be just someone who acted alone.
Yeah.
What his motivations were, they don't seem to have listed. Remember, this only happened like a couple of days ago as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm reading a BBC article about it because apparently one of their correspondents happened to be there,
Hey, Mr.
and
CCTV.
one of the things she states, and I can actually verify this as someone who's been at a shooting. The sounds that she heard, she thought it was part of some entertainment thing that they were doing there, because they just sound like loud pops a little bit.
Firecrackers.
And that was when I was at my high school shooting. That's what the first thing I thought it was fire. Someone had set off some firecrackers. It literally wasn't until I saw blood on the ground next to my foot that I'm like, oh shoot, this is something else.
Yeah.
I live in the Tenderloin. I know what the difference between firecrackers and a gunshot is now.
It
Been here for
depends on
several
how
years.
close you are to it, but yes.
Well,
Yeah.
to justify myself a little bit, Elihu, I also know what gunfire sounds like. My family is very pro guns. But the reason I was also listening to my Walkman my Discman at the time, so I had my headphones on.
Yeah, I've only ever heard gunshots like when people are out hunting, so it's usually kind of echoey.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, I know. A couple months ago, someone was shot right on the corner in front of my building.
so, but yeah, I wanted to bring that one up specifically because Mrs. Vile brought it up to me, and she wanted your opinion on it, Dandelion.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know enough about it. It's nothing to have an opinion about. I think that it's really unfortunate that the USA is like a porcupine of guns poking out everywhere. But
Yeah. I would be shocked, or I wouldn't be shocked to learn that a lot of the gun violence in Canada also is from guns acquired in the U.S.
no, it's usually legally acquired guns in Canada. It's usually somebody grabs their parents' gun. We don't get a lot of that, but it's usually illegal. It's not as easy to get an illegal gun here, like because the kinds of guns people want, you can get them. Like you don't need to get it illegally. You can take the firearms course, your safety course. You can get your background check done, and then you can buy a gun. We just don't have a lot of handguns. We have more like rifles because people usually have them for like hunting. And if you're on a rural property, a lot of people will have them just for like protection against, bears.
Wolves. Yeah, bears. Wolves,
Not wolves very often. Those aren't likely to come around people. Bears are more scavengy. They're like giant raccoons.
We got coyote problems here in the city, so.
Oh yeah, I mean coyotes here too, but.
Hey, I got a notification that
most of the time I see a
Politics just went
coyote.
live.
Okay. I will say this, Elijah, because I've seen coyotes all the time around where I'm at too.
Oh, same here. There's coyotes everywhere.
Yeah, coyotes live in Golden Gate Park.
More bears are on the north side of the river than this side of the river. So the people over there, they have to like lock their garbage bins and stuff. So
The coyotes hide so well in the bush. I mean, one time I was in the park walking down a little side path trail, and I heard something behind me. I turned around, and coyotes going from one right across the path. I'm like, okay, coyote in the area. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
well, they will just sort of follow you as you're going through their territory just to make sure you're like just passing through.
Yeah, but still, it's not a dog, it's a coyote.
They're very rarely aggressive. It's usually only the mothers when they have kits that they get aggressive towards people. The other times if they've been habituated to humans feeding them, because a lot of people
to the point where
like feed them and get an Instagram picture of them feeding a coyote, which is just habituates them to like human contact. It's very stupid.
Yeah, random dog, I wouldn't freak out, but a coyote, I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to bring up, Dandelion, to the because when I've seen coyotes like outside the mobile home park that I live at,
yep,
I'm not kidding. They will come up to my car, knowing that I'm sitting there. I mean, not too close, but like within 10 feet.
Yeah,
and they will look at me as if they think, "Oh, you're going to give me food, aren't you?" But if I like open the door or anything, they will run immediately away.
Yeah.
So they're still very, very skittish, but they're like, you're a source
scavengers,
of food.
And they are, like you said, they are very skittish. So hey guys, I gotta run.
All right,
I gotta run. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay.
Damn, it's starting to rain pretty hard here. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Bye. Yeah, we can.
Here. Not raining that.
That
Not
is
raining
full
here.
of witty quips today.
Damn, that is loud. I don't know. Again, can you guys hear that?
I heard something. I don't know who it is.
That's rain falling on my car.
Oh,
damn.
Rain. I didn't think it rained in San Diego.
Yeah, it does.
What? It rains there?
Yeah, it's not a shower.
Like all of a sudden, it's just raining pretty hard, and I'm trying not to
Apparently.
get wet.
Here, let me check the radar, and I'll tell you how long it's going to last for. Let's see here. San Diego. Come on. Well, it looks like a pretty short spell.
I'm looking it up right now, too. Yeah, it looks like most of it's supposed to be north of us, not right here. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's some little cells, though. They don't all always show up on the radar, right?
Well, it's been cloudy, so but I don't know how much they're detecting, moisture in the air versus actual active rainfall.
Right. No, we
But
have.
it's already lessening up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a pretty fast, short burst.
Well, yeah, like it's already lighting up. I mean, I can still see drops falling, but I can't hear it banging against the car right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But all right, for the last thing I was going to talk about for this stream, I want to say I was wrong 2 streams ago when I was asking the question if Caroline Leavitt was going to be the next one pulled from the Trump administration.
You're married.
Because
you're always wrong.
In the last week, we've actually lost 2 people, neither one of which were Caroline Leavitt.
Good thing you don't use Polymarket.
Did you guys lose this week?
We lost Lori Chavez DeReamer or whatever. I'm probably mispronouncing that. She was the Secretary of Labor.
Gotcha.
She was let go because of allegations of abuse of power and personal issues relating to drinking alcohol and other things like that.
Yeah.
More specifically, apparently her husband and her father were harassing her own staffers and trying to sleep with them. Which, having your husband do that can't be good for the relationship, I would imagine. But also, like, other abuses of power that she's done. Let me see if I can.
You forgot to mention he fired the entire board of the National Science Foundation.
Now, is that part of the administration?
Oh, no, sorry. It's not administration. It's just the National Science Board he got rid of.
Yeah, now it's raining again pretty hard.
No rain in my forecast. Partly the light clouds.
It's actually pretty sunny here today, too.
We already had our rain. Moved down south. Let's get some more in a couple days. So why did you put camouflage on an airplane, dude?
I'm going to mute myself right now because I can barely hear you guys over the rain right now.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sad we didn't get any real chuckleheads this week. Like, no stories that made me go, what the? Like, it just wasn't anything, nobody contacting aliens or claiming to, nobody teleporting.
I sent a couple to Chris, but I guess he's going to cover it next week.
Yeah.
There's some funny animal ones, too.
Well, I found funny stories this week, just nothing that, like, no political figures that, like, made me laugh. Oh, geez, we lost Mike. That must be really heavy rain. Really heavy rain.
Yeah, you notice every average has been quiet since he got proved wrong. Every low, whatever his name was, the idiot.
All right, I switched to the laptop, so I should be able to hear it better.
Gotcha.
I was wondering what happened to you. I thought the rain kind of cut you out as well.
No.
Yeah, we thought lightning struck you or something, dude. Holy crap!
If the rain does anything, it'll cut power, and if it cuts power, I lose internet, and then I'd be gone.
Right. Well, that's what I wondered if that was what had happened. So.
But all right. And yeah, when I was reading the article or rechecking the article about her, she was also having an affair. So not only was her husband trying to cheat on her, she was cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
She was profiting off her position, which for some reason the Trump administration says was bad in this case.
Wait, it's bad to make money? Wow, no way.
Well,
his income is
only the Trump family is allowed to do that.
Wait, did I send you guys that video of the cup demonstration about the president's salary and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the video, but I didn't like how he didn't really cite his sources that well. And I think if you're gonna try to be as honest as possible, you need to cite your sources, not just do the comparison. So and then the other person that we lost was John Phelan, the Secretary of the Navy.
Oh, right.
And apparently it's because not because of anything he was doing, he wasn't abusing his power, he wasn't drinking on the job. It was because apparently he's been having repeated arguments with Pete Hegseth about shipbuilding.
Oh God, that's right. Those stupid battleships, the Trump.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now we only have one Black Star General. I forgot about that.
So, and that's just in the last week. So I will say, and you know, I don't know how to qualify it other than I'm admitting I was wrong. It wasn't Caroline Leavitt. It was these two people.
Yeah, I assumed she'd stick around until she has her baby, and then she'd probably disappear for a bit anyway. I heard that Stephen Miller is taking over for her when she leaves for a bit.
Nosferatu.
When her statement earlier in the day or yesterday before the shooting, she was basically saying that she's essentially taking a step back already, starting that day, which is kind of interesting as well.
Well, I thought she was due now, in April.
Well, she announced it in December. I don't know how far along she was in December, but if she was only 2 to 3 months along, now it's 5 months later. That's about 8 months, 8 months. So
I remember at the time some of them saying something about it being about April. She was due in April, but maybe it was off by a little bit.
So, yeah.
Maybe geriatric sperm makes babies more slowly.
Huh? The what? Who?
Well, the other thing...
Her husband is quite elderly, I believe.
Ah.
Oh, I'm going to check the information. All right, I know I've heard that joke, but I don't know exactly how old she is or he is.
I was just being mean. That I'm sure that is not true. Babies always develop at about the same speed. So.
Oh, I wasn't contesting that. I realized that was a joke.
Yeah, I was being facetious, as they say. I'm so sad. I forgot I made a pancake and I forgot that I ran out of maple syrup. It's on my shopping.
Oh, you are a bad Canadian.
Well, I'm not a Canadian, so I can get around that, but I'm still sad.
Okay.
I need my weekly injection of maple syrup.
Yeah, I'm like, somebody in Canada who has no maple syrup? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, not everybody likes maple syrup. It's a bit of a joke. Not everybody's. I mean, and it's expensive too, right? It's not like everybody does.
Oh, yeah, it is expensive.
Well, apparently, back in 2025. Sorry,
Mike. What was that? How old is
that? Roboting?
Nope.
Okay. Last year, she was talking about her relationship. She was, and this is in 2025, she was 28 and he is 60.
Okay. He's not that old.
I'm only 50.
Only a 32-year age gap.
Yeah, I mean,
my parents are 20. My parents are 20 years, their age gap.
Well, there's a whopping 2-month age gap between me and Mrs. Vile. And she still gives me crap about being older than her.
Old man.
So, all right. Anything else you guys want to bring up? Those are the 3 major things I decided to talk about today after, without everything getting derailed, because I had saved other stuff I was going to talk about, like
Spirit.
Spirit Airlines takeover.
Hmm.
I even made a freaking image about it that I used on the thing, but we haven't talked about it because there's so many other things we were talking about.
Yep. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, they're gonna own what 90% of Spirit Airlines if the U.S. government buys it out. Not bail out, but buy it out. It's not a
Well,
bailout. They want to buy it.
They want to buy. It's going to be a bailout, but instead of just giving them money like other bailouts have been, it'd be taking control of the company. And apparently, they want to turn it into military
Transport. Yeah, for military personnel.
So here's my question, though, based on everything else. Are they going to change? You know, I know in the meme I posted, I made the jet camo colored because of the military.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just going to paint them gold instead of yellow now?
I don't know.
Well, gold is kind of yellow.
I don't know
Yeah.
why he even wants these obsolete ships. Like it's not a type of it's not a class of ship that is useful in today's world.
Which one are you talking about? The Spirit Airlines aircraft? Or are you talking about the Trump
No,
class?
I'm talking about the Trump class
class
fucking
one.
battleships.
Oh yeah.
And the new planes. I mean, Gap mentioned something earlier in the chat about people want to name things. He wants to get things named after him. He even mentioned publicly, I thought about naming the Gulf of Trump, but I thought nobody would actually go for that.
Joking on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he was joking or serious with this motherfucker nowadays.
It's true, but I suspect that one probably was more of a joke.
Legislation is being right now is trying to get passed to have Kennedy's name removed off the senator, to have an airport named after him, a road named after him, the ARC be sub Trump ARC, not the something like that. Him on the currency, legal tender currency. What was the other one? His birthday and national holiday. Yeah, all legislation for him, and he's all for this shit. Like, yeah, fucking narcissist asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say this, because he seems to want these accolades so very, very much. Pardon me.
Hey, I mute when I cough.
I don't know. If he
I
actually
did
just
mute. I was trying to apologize first.
if he just did good things for people, then he probably would get shit named after him.
But here's the thing: the people who are willing to, bootlick for him, even during the fucking shooting aftermath, his own people were telling him what a great job he did during the shooting at the correspondence dinner last night. And I'm just like, what the fuck? You can't keep his fucking dick out of your mouth for 5 seconds to talk about a shooting?
Nope.
You have to say, oh, it was because of your leadership, Mr. President, that we were able to take care of this so much. It was because of, your stalwartness next to, supporting law enforcement. I'm like, what the? You can't. Why do you have to fillet him after a fucking shooting like that?
I don't know, man. Their tongues are so far up his asshole they can tickle his tonsils.
No kidding.
Disgusting imagery.
You're welcome.
I was about to eat a Pop-Tart, but never mind.
Oh, and did you catch the I actually mentioned this to Mrs. Vile because I watched and rewatched the thing last night.
You speak Norwegian?
I'm not kidding.
You're roboting. You
Trump
are roboting,
actually
Mike.
bragged about the size of. How about now?
Okay.
Am I good?
You're
Yeah.
good.
Okay. He
Bragged
bragging about the
of-
size of the attendance of the White House Correspondents' Dinner during his little press conference after the shooting.
There was 2,000 people there.
I know, but he was
Long-
he literally was saying it was the largest crowd, and I'm like, really? You have like nothing in your vocabulary. Few statements.
It's not the
don't you?
largest fucking crowd. The ballroom holds 2,200 people. It's filled up every single year.
Uh-huh.
I know,
I mean-
but It's like, oh, someone tried to kill me today, but did you see my crowd?
Yeah. And they
Oh, I
will.
also, I also want to mention one other thing about fraudulent spending in the Trump administration. A few years ago, the Biden administration got an estimate to redo the reflecting pool. They said $3 million. Trump paid $12 million for them to drain it and paint it blue. That is fraudulent fucking spending. Who did the contract? A personal friend of Donald Trump. More fucking fraudulent spending. I'm sorry. I'm tired of this shit. And where's your bread porn?
You know what? I didn't
The only
bake
thing
my
we can
bread
do
yet.
is,
I only want to
vote
put
with
my
our
oven
dog.
on once today, and I have other stuff to cook later. So
I need a bread porn.
I'm
I
sorry.
needed a reliever.
Well, if you happen to do anything during the next stream, let it,
Speaking of streams, I got you loaded before the
uh,
CNA.
Other things that I have to cook, so that's why I probably won't be here for the next stream. I'm going to go out and do my groceries.
Well, speaking of stream, I got a Joe Loader report in the next stream, so I'm gonna take off.
All right then.
I'll see you next time. I got to
All
do
right,
it.
guys.
All right. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Later.
well, hold on. I wasn't in the left leave yet because I want to make a joke
Oh, well, I'm here.
about the poly market stuff.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
What about it?
Who wants to make a bet on the poly markets whether we actually 7 days that I'm not going to have the ability to talk about this shooting? What's the bet?
What do you mean? What do you mean not have the ability?
Do you think
Like the Charlie Kirk
the
thing?
3 major events are going to happen in the next 7 days, so I won't have enough topics for next week on the pre-show politics? That this will just be another side note, footnote that there's so many things will have happened by then that this
Dude,
won't
we
be
won't
something
even
we'll
make it
find
till
about.
Tuesday before this is not even news.
I don't know.
All right, well, go to Poly Market and make sure you're checking on pre-show politics on the Poly Market. See what they're betting on, because you can bet on damn near anything apparently. All right,
All right, man.
I'll go ahead and end the stream. I just wanted to make that joke.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we're still live. Oh, lovely. All right.
See you on the CNA.
Later.
Okay. Bye, guys.